What's up, y'all? We back again with another video, another episode. What's up, y'all?
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Cause I didn't know what was going on. I thought I'm gonna slide it to you.
I'm
I guess
sorry,
I'm still
bro.
gonna
I'm
kick it
sorry.
off to you.
Nah, you good. Good.
Yeah.
I just started laughing because you was just like, "What's up, y'all?"
Right, like that shit was not
Like it was like an
muscle.
awkward "What's up, y'all?"
It was
alright, yeah, let's
pretty
get to
stiff.
Let's get to it. 3. What?
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Kylie Watson again. I'm over here with my guy.
Lex Dot.
Yeah, man, we out here with another episode, kicking it. You know what I'm saying? What we talking about today, Lex?
You know what we talking about, bro.
Yeah,
I think everybody know what we talking about.
Yeah, but you're right. But what did you have to say?
Oh, what did I have to say?
Matter of fact,
nah, not even. We just gonna hop right into this shit.
I'm about to say, don't make
we
me
gonna
say
hop
shit
right into this shit. We want to kick it with y'all. We want to just put it out there, our own opinion, not even an opinion, but our own 2 cents of the mass shootings going on, Buffalo, the one in Texas recently. How crazy this shit is, and like just like me, I guess the first shooting I didn't think about it too much, but then it was like, oh, it's kids. Like when and then I looked at it and I was like, damn, yo, elderly and kids, no one that could defend himself.
That's crazy.
No one that could defend himself.
Of course, you know how that's how I guess that's how people feel like they need. I don't even want to explain it like that, but just people feel like they need to go at those type of people who are minding their business in general. Anybody's helpless. Everybody's helpless. Even when it comes down to kids, men, women, elderly. Everybody's vulnerable at all times, and it's just like for people to go and make that move, because like you said, it's been most recently the elementary school people who have a beautiful future.
And that shit, right? Oh my gosh, bro! I'm sorry, I hope me to cut you off.
No, you good.
That shit, like when they said it, I was like, who would shoot up an elementary school?
Weirdos.
Like my shit was
I
like people talk about.
I want to take that back because I said weirdos, and it's not weirdos. It'd be people that you just don't realize is how they are. I'm not gonna say they weirdos. I'm just gonna say they weren't thinking straight. They weren't thinking right, and it's fucking wild. And I'm not trying to undemonize these niggas either. By the way, so
that's my thing, because we're gonna get that.
Right.
We're gonna get that, bro.
Right.
We're gonna get he wasn't right in the head. The way he grew up, he was bullied. So you take it out on fucking children? That has nothing to do with you or anything of your situation.
They had nothing to do with your situation at all. At all. They were minding their business, going to class.
Like, what fucking gratification was that?
I heard that it was from no gratification, but I'm just giving information, just giving not really facts, just what things I heard. Honestly, they were saying that the school. I don't know if you told me this, but the school that he went to, his family. I think his aunt or mom, his mom worked at the school. So that's why he was able to. I think it was definitely mom. Somebody told me, but I don't know who told me. But it was like it was their mom's school, so that's why he was able to get into the school so easily.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear that. I knew they say he like killed his grandmother before
he killed his grandmother.
Went. Yeah, but and then you got the Buffalo shit. White supremacists, pretty much. That's what they're putting it out there as. Went out there, killed a bunch of elderly black folks that had nothing, had no bother, like wasn't even bothering you. Had nothing to do with you. But you felt that you had to go out there and do this.
Yeah, that was also very wild, and they said he was out there the day before. Just and the reason why I speak on these things where it's like, bro, one, he was out there the day before. He came back. This was planned. Y'all seen him. Y'all were able to take him and cut and like, but how are y'all not able to take somebody else and then they're holding a dangerous weapon? It's just these things are different and they're confusing to me. But I feel like it's just wild how things work. And I'm not trying to say there was anything behind it, but I just feel like, you know,
Oh no.
once you get the reports,
Oh
you know,
fuck that! I know where you're going with this.
what?
Hell yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, like once you get the report of whoever name it is, it's like, oh, we're gonna take this person out. You see a different name, you see the face, you're like,
Yeah, that's all it is. The
you know.
white dude went out there, killed a bunch of black folks. They brought him in. The Hispanic dude went there and killed the kids, and their argument
Assessing
gonna
the
be like, "Oh,
situation.
he killed the kids. They were
Right.
kids." But at the end of the day, you were still able to apprehend one, but you couldn't apprehend the other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like it's wild, and I think I read some shit online, so I'm not even gonna make it full credible. But I heard that ICE, the immigration shit,
Yeah.
like were there, like minutes after like the police and shit. And if you look at all the kids that got hit and they got shot and got killed,
They were Spanish.
like that shit wild. That shit is wild to me, bro. Like tragedy going on, but you still trying to do some shit like that.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Like people
didn't even-
losing their kids,
Right.
and
y'all worried
and you
about
got an immigration.
and you trying to get them like, oh nah, y'all gotta figure this out. Like, 'cause who are these kids that got hit anyway? Like, that's pretty wild. And for me, like, I mean, it's still a very tragic situation. Because I mean, a lot of them, and they bring ICE out there, and it's crazy because it still wasn't like it was a Spanish community, obviously, but at the same time, it wasn't like a Spanish community where people weren't like, look at these parents, look at the people, look how they, for me, it's just like you got to put more respect on their name at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's because at the end of the day, it's still a tragic moment, no matter what, like for everybody, in
Exactly.
every situation.
Exactly.
And that's the biggest point that they, people not understanding, like, and not to say like, oh, this person should be knocked down because this person didn't get knocked down, but why aren't I feel like we should be treating the victims, the not the victims, but the suspects the same,
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
perpetrators.
Not take it away from the
And the
victims.
Right.
You feel me? But at the end of the day, the suspect, the cop, whatever the fuck you want to call it, the fucking person that did it, the pieces of shit that did it.
Right.
If you gonna bring one down,
Bring the other down.
bring the other down.
Right.
It doesn't matter the color of their skin, the name, the
Right.
whatever. It don't matter, bro. If you bringing one down, if y'all come with that mindset, y'all gotta be trained on all parts of the motherfucking country or the world to be like, yo, you got mass shooter, it don't matter, you bring them down. Regardless.
It's hard to swing it back, but it's really like thinking about the call they got versus the call they got in Buffalo. Like, somebody shooting in in a building, and it could have been just a quick shootout. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I'm not trying to change or light anything up, but like, oh, we're in a it's kids, and we got a call of somebody shooting kids. I'm definitely icing that victim.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm
icing that victim.
yeah, there's no.
That's my only justification behind that.
That's the only justification I can see is the reason, why they were so quick to, like, I won't
Right.
say only, but that's the one that I hope is the reason.
Right.
That it was, they shooting kids. Oh, word, boom, I'm down there. Boom, boom. That's it.
Right.
Like, and it's crazy because I got a son, bro, just to think about that shit, bro.
Right.
Like, that shit will really make you think, like, do I want to send him to school?
Right. Because, like, either way, I'm at work. By the time you find out about the shit, it's way too late. Like, nah. But, right, like, you really can't trust that shit. I mean, but there's certain schools, I mean, from what I've seen, and I appreciate the school that my nephew go to, but, excuse me, there's no going in there. If you don't work there, you're not getting in there. And that's the next thing you gotta pay attention to is like, oh, if you don't, this person doesn't work here, this person, that's where it comes down to at that point. Is this person
I feel
working
like
the
that's
school?
what's needed.
And what's needed?
They gotta up that shit, up the security in school.
You think they gotta up the security in school? I agree, but then like I said, like if his mom worked at the school and he was able to get into school, maybe it was because of whatever reason. I don't know what the reason was. I don't know how he was able to get into school so easy. I'm not gonna say, but the fact that he was able to just walk into the school and just do that, yeah, they do need to up security, but also like, how do we know? Like another question, I almost went off. It's probably that edible, but how do we know that? How do we know that it's not somebody else? Like, how do we know somebody from inside the school isn't the person who's going to be a perpetrator in something like this? You still don't know. At the end of the day, you can have somebody who's security doing all this, but what if they're having a bad day and they know they can just walk in and you never know. Like, that, not to say like teachers would do that, or anybody, any type of like staff would do that, but sometimes like maybe it is that close to the family. Like maybe these people do, and that's why it was the possibility of doing that. But at elementary school, that's where that shit killed me. Like an elementary school,
kids.
I don't even want to go. I want to feel like, okay, y'all not letting me in the school, cool.
That shit's wild, bro. I'm telling you, like that shit. Like just thinking about it, bro. That shit gets me angry. Like really fucking angry, but then it also brings up mad questions, cause like what we were seeing earlier, you got senators and congressmen and all them trying to push for these laws, and it makes you think, like, should the laws be pushed?
I'm kind of on the fence with it. To be honest, that's a great question, but I'm on the fence with it just because you have some people who you feel like they need to protect themselves, and you have some people who are using guns to do things like this. But then you got to think about most of the people that are doing it and what their age bracket is. They're young.
What their psyche is.
Their psyche is their age. That's
bracket. What they normally. They boil it down. Oh, he was kind of crazy or psycho or
that age. That's cool, but like still at the same time, like
exactly.
It's either like somebody who's older, who's just snapped, and it's rarely them, and then it's somebody who's younger, who snapped. Most of the school shootings are people that are under, like 18 and 20 and some change. Like it's really kids, younger people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to talk about your psyche, because at the end of the day, like I can't talk about what would make somebody do something like that, because I would never, and I can't speak for the mind of somebody.
I can't put myself in those type of shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
To think that way.
So it's just like you did something that should have and didn't have to be done. You know what I'm saying? And just because you was hurt, like when do you become more important than all the other people that you hurt?
That's what I can't wrap my head around. These kids had nothing to do with you.
Right. That's exactly what I'm saying.
These elderly folks had nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with you. They were minding their business, no matter what their age was, no matter how old you felt they were, no matter what their color was, no matter what the situation was.
So you as a human being felt real superior going up against defenseless people. Like that shit blows my mind. Like you couldn't do it to people that gonna shoot back on gate.
Right.
You couldn't go shoot up a fucking police station.
Right.
Not telling people to do that.
Right.
Not telling people to do that.
That's
but
why.
it's
But
just
yeah, you
it's
can't be
just
that
like
tough.
like a metaphor.
Because it's like you can't be a martyr like that, I guess.
Yeah, you
But
get what I'm
but
saying.
killing innocent people don't make you, that doesn't make you great. That makes you're gonna just be sitting in jail with a bunch of people that probably are gonna end up hurting you. Excuse me.
Exactly.
And it's crazy because, man, I don't even really want to go into that. It's just it's really terrible because it happens all the time. But it's like sometimes it seems like it's highlighted a lot, and not to say it's highlighted a lot, but it's done a lot in certain circumstances. And it's like, why is it done in these circumstances? Why is it done at these times? I don't want to talk about what times they are because we're gonna get too far and down a rabbit hole we don't need to go down. So
We conversating.
we conversing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But definitely prayers to all the fams, all the families.
right. Prayers
for
out to the
both
fam
shootings.
for sure because it's different when you losing somebody in your fam that you really close to. You see every day, a brother, a sister, a cousin. That's tough.
Your fucking child.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Your
And I
child.
can't imagine that shit. Oh, bro, I can't imagine that shit.
I'll be so. That's why you gotta man. It's hard to even say what to do in those situations. It's hard to say what to do in those situations because it's just it's tough, and then you don't even want to think about that happening to your child or you having to be like always on point for some shit like that. That's tough.
But yeah. Probably switch it up a little bit though.
Yeah,
I'm
because
getting a little emotional.
yeah, my nigga, don't you?
I told you,
Alright,
bro.
go
I
ahead.
told you it was gonna be different. Like you wasn't gonna expect this, but now
Nah.
I feel this shit because I feel it
Nah.
on both ends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that's why when we just chopped it up, I was chopping it up with Jones yesterday.
Mhm.
I even told him to come because I like what he was saying yesterday. I wanted him to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like he goes, but it's like what you said. Like it's crazy though how they killed one but not the other. You know? And like not trying to go back on all of it,
Mhm.
but just that. So like when we was conversating and shit, I was like, nah, yeah, he probably don't think I'm gonna. But nah, definitely. Prayers go out to all the fams.
For sure.
All the kids, all the grandmothers, everything. Aunties, brothers, dads, mothers. Oh man, it's crazy.
We having
crazy.
emotional episodes right now. My nigga is B Marshall over here.
Nah, cause I got oh man, I want to talk about it. I can't keep it from holding it back, bro.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
actually the
right.
first time that I'm actually really sitting on it and dwelling on it.
Yeah, and I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
I was
different
reading the
now.
articles and shit, and I wasn't really dwelling on them, and like, and I guess I wasn't trying to, but now that we kicking it and talking about it, like, it's kind of like hitting home, like,
Right,
a little
that-
too close.
which yeah, exactly.
It's like I said, I got my son, so it's like, I don't want to fucking send him to school where,
Right,
you get what I'm saying? So,
right, and that's why I even made the comment multiple times, just because I pulled up to my nephew's school and I was like, oh, ain't none of that. There's none of that here. Okay, I feel comfortable. But still, like that's why the only other situation would come up is like somebody who worked in the school, and it's just like you just got to be careful of that, and that's hard, because that's tough. I think I'm not like I said, I'm not a parent, but I know like as an uncle, like who close to my nephew, you feel me, gonna be in their life for a very long time and shit. You good in a second, but yeah, like I just know that. I ride for my nephew, you feel me? Like my oldest, my youngest, all of them, I ride for them, you feel me? So it's just like I can only imagine, like, bro, I don't even think about nothing like that because
you don't, like, I guess we grew, like, I don't know, because in my generation, it was nothing like that.
but also all my people's got to do is call me and I'm going to get my nephew. So it's like, I mean, but still, that's still hard because how the fuck when you never know when they gon' it's just a terrible just thought. Like, and then my mind just I don't even go past computing because I'm like I don't know, like I'm getting there. And I just hate that this shit is even being on the news because of the how it just the energy. Not to say I don't want to see it on the news. I just wish this shit never happened all together. And I didn't mean to sound insensitive because that's how I feel. Like I've been sounding like pretty insensitive too. But it's just like in the deeper level. Like I'm just so like I don't want this to happen. That like all of this shit in the news got everybody y'all. Oh, what's going on? And I hate when we like this. I hate when the world is like this. Like when we was receiving stimulus checks, we wasn't worried about this shit. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, man. I feel you on that. But it's still either or. It's fucking kids,
bro. It's everybody, bro. Nobody is safe
exactly.
because of some goofy shit like people feel like they want to do today, tomorrow, And when is this shit gonna stop? What is it gonna take? Is it gonna take taking guns from everybody? Because if right now white people, this is what y'all, because at this point, like I'm not trying to be funny, like. This is what it has to come to. Like we don't have no control over none of that shit. Like
facts.
We have
facts.
No control over that.
Facts. 100% facts. And it's like y'all gotta be the ones to go ahead and say no. Right. But I get it though. I get it to protect yourself. So there gotta be ways. They gotta do shit like New York. You gotta make. Then? I don't know.
What are the ways then?
I don't fucking know.
Because it's easy to tell somebody in this packed ass environment.
It's either take them all away.
So it's easy to tell somebody in a packed ass environment like New York, just upstate, East Coast with all of that, right? It's easy to say no because we're packed in. There's a lot of people. You can shoot somebody else. How you gonna say that to somebody in North Carolina? How you gonna say that to somebody in Georgia, South Carolina? How you gonna say that to somebody in Florida? They got jaguars, crocodiles. How you gonna say that to somebody in Texas? They got all types of shit.
He said, "Homeboy, gonna run out with all you with a crocodile talking about giving my goods."
Do you come outside my house, my nigga?
But that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. It's not like I don't think you could take. I don't think they're gonna take them away.
But that's
to be honest, I don't think they're gonna do shit.
That's what the world is asking for. One, with all of this wild shit that they're doing, that's what
There's bad countries where guns ain't even legal,
right?
And some countries where there are legal, but they don't have no goddamn mass shootings.
They cutting niggas' arms off.
And they got their guns illegal.
Where?
Fucking places like fucking Finland and shit.
They don't got guns, right?
They don't got guns, but I think like Poland or Scotland
got
or
guns,
whatever got guns, but they don't have a high kill rate to like bodies with guns and shit.
Right. You can own a gun, but there people don't use guns on each other out there in certain places. You feel me? Like you don't see a lot of guns in the UK from what I've seen.
Yeah, you
niggas
don't.
Is scrapping
like
it out
in
and
Britain and shit,
and knifing it out. So
England, I guess what it
right,
is.
Yeah, whatever the fuck we.
Right, that's the same
I don't know
shit.
what it is. England, United Kingdom, Great Britain.
Word, I ain't from over there, so I don't know. I know about the United States.
Right. So.
Nah, that shit crazy though. But that's what I'm saying.
Not to say we don't want to know though, because I wouldn't mind kicking it with a UK motherfucker.
Nah, yeah, they probably cool as fuck.
Yeah, for sure. But
it's fucked up to think that when I grew up, I used to think I would meet somebody from out there. They'd be like, "Cheerio." I was like, "Damn." Now I'm older.
You definitely
gonna
get a mate though. You definitely gonna get a mate. Oh, bro.
But nah, yeah. So. So I don't know. I don't like if you really look at it, it's like what you were saying. Like, is it just gonna be like take all guns away? Because even if you do that, people still gonna get guns.
There's too many guns out here for y'all to just take
Word.
guns away at this point in the United States. But at the same time, that wouldn't. Yeah, no, we would
Like
never
I
do
don't
that.
think it'll help,
We
but
would
I
never
feel
do that.
like I don't.
I can't see that ever happening.
You
but
would
if
just
it-
have to put like so much stipulations, like it's like New York does, because you could get a gun in New York, but there's so many
So,
stipulations.
but what I'm saying is back to what I'm saying. You can't tell nobody in Texas that they can't have no gun.
I'm saying you can at least hope that shit would,
You
subdue the people trying to get guns from getting guns.
they still got
That
shit
ain't
that
got no
kill
guns.
people in they state all the time. We don't see shit on the regular. We're not gonna see no mountain lion just on the regular. And we could probably fight a mountain lion, maybe survive, get away with a mountain lion.
Why we gotta
attack.
fight a mountain lion?
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, would you want to fight a mountain lion?
Hell no, I wouldn't
That's
even want
my
to come
point.
across a mountain lion
You wouldn't want to come across a mountain lion.
unless it's
But
in
in
like the
places
zoo.
like Texas, in places like Florida, you're coming across jaguars and cougars and stupid shit. You're like, why is this even here? Still, like crocodiles, like alligators.
Should you
You're like,
be
nigga,
extinct?
you 100 years old, nigga. You. How many people you ate? I only ate one crocodile, so why you fucking with me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
He wasn't even related to you.
these niggas got articulated pythons in their backyard because the nigga set some free and then the nigga laid 9 eggs.
Yeah, and iguanas too.
They-
Iguanas run wild.
Come on, man. You're not
And they're
gonna
like
tell
wild
me.
iguanas, like attack you and shit.
I'm not gonna be mad about an iguana attack, but I don't want to see no fucking crocodile in my yard.
I'm saying
and not
iguanas
turn
ain't
this
that
nigga
little either. I'm saying if I see iguana running at me and I don't know it, I might be running.
So yeah, right.
If I got a
Imagine
gun,
being-
I'ma shoot it.
imagine an iguana running up on you and you don't have a gun.
I'm running.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
What if you can't outrun it?
Oh, he
What if
gonna
you fall?
he gonna jump on
What
me.
if it's two of them?
Oh, they gonna fuck me up probably.
They gonna eat you alive.
Nah, no, they not. No, they not.
But
Is
nah,
it
but nah,
because
nah.
I'm little? Is that why you said that joke?
No. I actually
Because I just thought about two iguanas jumping me, and I'm like, fuck, you might be right.
no. I actually didn't think about your height when I said that.
I'm just saying, iguanas kind of scare me. I really don't like them.
But you're talking about iguanas. What about a fucking alligator or
Alligator,
A fucking
I
crocodile?
know not to get close.
What if you think you know? not
I'm going
to
to see
get
an
close?
alligator. I'm not
How
going
you
to get in
know
the
you gonna
water.
see an
I'm not getting
alligator?
in the water.
How you know you're gonna see him on the grass?
I'm going to see him. But that iguana blends in a whole lot better. And he could be in the trees, too.
Right, but he
That
not bothering you
motherfucker
then.
jump right on top of you, bro.
But
Oh,
why
that's
would
a
he
wrap.
attack you? They don't be attacking you like that.
And the wild ones
It
do.
just
They
be
wild.
No, it just be too many of them niggas. I swear I be watching the videos.
Alright,
So I'm
bro.
telling you. But
Alright.
anyway,
Go ahead, fuck with some iguanas.
you don't got no wild hogs in your backyard right now.
Nah, I heard
Right.
about that.
But if you
boars
did,
and
what is you
shit.
gonna do?
And I ain't got a gun.
You can't run. You can't beat him.
And I ain't got a gun.
You don't got a gun. No gun.
I'm
Yeah.
running.
How you can't outrun him if he want to attack you?
Oh, he about to fuck my whole life up. I'm about to go home and be like, oh,
What if-
that's like in Game of Thrones, my G. Old dude went and one of the kings, I forgot his name.
You got to tell me about this because I don't remember.
But yeah, remember the first king before his son took over. But he wasn't supposed to be king.
The little young nigga.
Nah, the old dude with the beard. He was the Stark dude's friend.
I can't remember.
But yeah, basically,
probably had such a short
we not
reign.
gonna get too deep. But yeah, it was like he
Such
was
a
only
short
king
reign.
for like 2-3 episodes because the boar killed him.
Right.
He went hunting for boar, and the boar killed him. It
Mm.
stabbed him. It's the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
king
yeah.
that started the whole show.
Oh
off.
yeah.
Yeah,
Facts,
the
facts,
boar,
facts,
the
facts,
boar.
facts.
That's
Killed
why when
his
you
goofy
said that, I
ass.
was like, "You fucking my life up there, shit." That
Kill
motherfucker
his
got
goofy ass.
word.
Get him out of there.
But nah, I get what you saying. I don't know though.
That's all I'm saying. I ain't mean to sidetrack, but yeah, like, what you gonna do? A
It's not
king
much.
got killed by a fucking warhog, nigga. You think you Gonna best one?
Nah, cause I'm
And they was
I,
hunting it. They had
I don't
weapons.
think I'm gonna best 2 iguanas. So talking, and you gonna bring up a
I'm
strong
besting 2
animal?
iguanas.
Cause you bigger than me.
But
See,
my
here we
point is
go again.
not. It's not about.
What you gonna do against that boar?
I'm running.
Okay, I thought you was
But
gonna
I
say
think I
you
can
fight
do
it,
some. I wouldn't fight that shit.
and then I was gonna bring up what you
Pause.
gonna do against a bear.
No, I'm out. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's my point. Like that's my point. You can't tell no niggas who got these type of animals in their area not to do that.
I feel like some people should have more of a psych eval, at least. At least,
A psych eval for a weapon.
yeah. If there's doctors that was able to sit there and point out and pick out fucking serial killers, pretty sure there could be doctors that could sit there and pick out motherfuckers that's gonna do mass shootings.
Yeah,
'Cause
they
at the
probably
end-
already been on them.
Because at the end of
They
the day,
probably already been on it.
I used to try to defend them and be like, oh, people bully them and this is why they do that. But after seeing that shit, it's like them kids. Like if you were bullied, my dude, you should have shot up your fucking school.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like why would you go shoot those kids? That elementary school, them kids had nothing to do with you, and that's where like my shit is like just blow like.
I really
So
have
I can't even say that it's a bullying thing or like it's a psyche thing. It's something indeed wrong with these motherfuckers that come out here and just want to go out there and shoot a bunch of people at once.
I mean,
Just like you said, there was something wrong with these fucking serial killers or something where they had these certain triggers or whatever that, and I don't know, bro.
I mean,
It just
they've been
gets me
getting them. I mean, illegally, obviously, but it's the AR. It's obviously it's been like somebody said AR-15s. You know, they're going in schools and they're dropping people with AR-15s. That's kind of different. Like that's like
Yo, they say he
not a
bought the
pistol.
guns on his 18th birthday, I think, from a Walmart.
What gun was it? It was an AR-15
I believe so.
in Texas,
Yeah.
just in a Walmart.
It was a semi-automatic, I believe.
Semi-automatic
Yeah.
AR-15 from a Walmart.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's wild.
No, it's not an AR-15. It probably was something a little low caliber than that. I don't think it was an AR though.
It could have been an AR 9mm.
Nah, it was like a
Regular shit.
yeah, because he had like pictures of it with the magazines and shit. It was.
I
like,
didn't see none of the
stand-up clips.
pictures. I ain't seen none of that shit because
Yeah.
I didn't look into it too much because I'm just like, bro, I'm already tired of seeing this shit. Like I've been fed up with shit like this. Like I talk about like I said, old situations like the Stevie Stevenson nigga. Like you know what I'm saying. I bring his name up all the time because people forget it was because it was just one person and he just went up to this old man walking home from the store. And
Oh, I
shot
saw
him.
that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
The dude that said about he said it was his girl. The dude from Facebook. I
Yep.
see that shit. Yeah, that shit had my skin crawling, bro. I was like, how would you what? He's like, let her know that. He was like, you know this. She's the reason why you died. I was like, what? This old man had anything to do with that?
I'm about to say I definitely don't remember him being a part of that shit. Like having no reason behind that shit, and he just gets shot.
Yeah, no, but that's what that was
That's
the
what
thing.
he
It
said,
was
like-
he just said that like he was telling him like you about to
Yeah,
die,
just-
so
yeah,
now
you
you
dying
know
because of her,
why.
like,
Yeah,
now you
because
know.
of her.
Right.
And the nigga though, he's like, who's her? Who's she? Who
Yeah.
is she? And then
And just
fucking pieces of shit, people.
right,
I
like
swear to God, bro.
that shit was just like why you have to do this nigga didn't even have he had nothing to do with that shit. Like, you know, just little shit like that, like why
That's crazy, bro. But they say he killed her too?
I don't think so. I think he killed himself.
He didn't kill her. He killed like a few people that killed himself.
Yeah. At his job or something like that.
That's wild.
Or at her job, something like that. It was somebody's job, and then he left from there, and he got the nigga at the store. Like
That shit is wild, bro. We can't keep doing this, man. And it's just a cycle, bro. It's like a rotating cycle. And that's why I said, like, that's why, like, we can even sit here and talk about what they're going to do or what they should do. But you know what's going to happen? Nothing.
I'm about to say, I don't know what's going to happen because I'm here at this point, you know, just trying to make sure my family stays safe. Because at the end of the day, like, you never know.
I'll be honest, bro. Though, either nothing's going to happen or they're going to ban guns in the U.S. And we're going to probably go into like a fucking civil war.
Yeah, for sure. I think that will happen before we.
I think
and
the
that's gonna be the
banning
worst
of
shit that
guns
could
will
ever
be
happen.
the reason.
That could be the worst shit that ever happened
Yeah.
to the United States.
Because Russia just gonna come in, China gonna come in. They gonna back who they want to back.
They gonna back. Don't say that.
I'm
Y'all
sorry,
gotta get
but
y'all gotta
yeah,
get
nah, I
right.
get a little political.
Y'all
We not
gotta
gonna go
get
that
right.
deep, though. We not gonna go that deep.
Y'all gotta understand what's going on.
But
Oh my
nah, we
god.
gonna
Like I'm any better than y'all though. But we gotta get together. We gotta get it together.
Yeah.
Because
Definitely.
this shit is crazy. That's the biggest thing about
But-
it. Like, deciding what you want is the biggest part. I can't say what you decide on, whether this should be guns being banned, whether you should have more like restrictions on guns. I really can't say because, like, at the end of the day, you never know. It's a lot of shit going on, and a lot of people feel like they want to keep their family safe in a bunch of different ways. So it's like, okay, you want to keep your family safe. You know, these are the reactions.
I feel like you have your right to do that.
Yeah,
You know,
but you think it should just be more restricted.
yeah. Like I feel like they should put there's ways to put certain regulations in to like make sure that motherfuckers just don't get.
Certain
weapon.
people shouldn't be able to get guns at a certain time.
Yeah, but then I feel like that's an easy way to discriminate.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And the way our system is, they're going to easily make it a discrimination thing.
I mean,
And before you know it, all the white folks got guns, but we ain't got no guns.
right,
And they're really mostly the ones that's doing all that shooting shit.
right.
Besides this little dumb Hispanic motherfucker that killed the kids.
I mean, all people, you feel me? I'm not going to even say.
I would want to fight him, bro.
Because, I mean,
I would tell him to drop his guns, and I will fight him.
he's going to shoot you.
I know.
Bro, what are you talking about, bro?
We'll have to do some Call of Duty shit. KY.
You gonna do some Martin on Blue Street shit.
Nah, but
I'm trying to get you right, man.
definitely, it's prayers out to all the families that
For
we
real,
can't
for real.
say it enough from both tragedies.
It really sucks that this happened. And it really sucks that it continues to happen. They say that they want change. What is the change that you want? That's the biggest thing. Go ahead.
Oh, nah, you right. You definitely right. So, we can't say what they gonna do, but we could tell you what we feel like should happen. But, we definitely appreciate y'all today. It's a little emotional for me, but,
It's
cool.
real.
Ignorance, we out. Like, subs, notifications. Always fucking that last shit up. I can never get it right. And he always laughing. Man, fuck this shit.